Okay, so just a disclaimer: there's gonna be a lot of spoilers here for people who want to save stuff for surprises. But I needed to get this out. It's just there's no way to share it to present it without spoiling elements of the game. So already you've seen there's things in here in this what you see here that was not in my first video. So I just had to share it. So first thing I noticed, I showed a brief overview of the components with my unboxing, and I talked about the high quality, the production value of the pieces, and it's still there. They're very high quality parts in here, but there's just a few little things that are just they irk me so bad because I went through. I've seen all the movies, and my thing, you guys know, my thing is I need to sleeve my cards, the ones that are going to be used most frequently. Now, I don't have square sleeves for the Dark Arts cards. I could get some, but that'll come down the line. They actually won't be handled that much. These other cards, the standard sized ones, they will be. So that's fine. All the cards are fine. On the box, they show dice, and there's some spoilers in the dividers too. The dividers are out there, and for a long time I was like, "What the heck are proficiency cards?" Well, they're in game 6. Proficiency cards, so they're coming up. On the box, there are dice on the box, and I kind of forgot about it. And then I was sort of watching a how-to video while I was sleeving my cards, and they mentioned dice. And that comes in game 4, I think. That's one of the big boxes. This one. So, this game is supposed to be opened up like those legacy games, bit by bit. Expanding a little bit at a time. The advanced players, they say you just want to go straight into games 1, 2, and 3 combined. So basically, after you open it, these are nice boxes. I like to keep stuff the same. I don't want to have to throw things away unless I really have to. I was wrong. The boxes will not accommodate all the sleeve cards. They will, and they won't, technically. All the other things have to come out, like the location cards and the character cards, all the things you get. So the only thing that will actually fit sleeved are, like, one set of cards that come in it. Like, for example, after I sleeved all the Game 1 cards, that's all that would fit in here. The locations, the locations and the character cards are only a few of them, so it doesn't really matter. But then I gotta, these are actually kind of nice tuck boxes. And I gotta toss them or something. I will probably just set them aside somewhere, but eventually I'll muster up the courage to just throw them out, because they're not really needed anymore. I sleeved all my cards, all the base cards. But so the first thing I noticed was, besides that, was the back of my manual is all like marked up. At first glance, I thought, oh, it made it look old, right? But no, it's actually been scraped up. It's inside the box, so I don't know. Coming off the press, it's just poor quality coming off the press. And this is thick cardboard. This is, for some of my games, the cover and the pages are thicker than some of the cards in my games. For example, what's that game called? Total brain fart. My game from my worker placement from that I only get to play one time. The player mats they're very thin compared to this. This is very thick stuff, cardboard. Anyway, so I thought, okay, no big deal. Whatever. It's the instruction book. They'll get damaged after being handled a lot. The next thing was, and this is really the only other thing, but things like that just keep on appearing throughout the game, I guess, right? We get farther down. So I go through, Let's see. We have, I think, the locations. The locations. See at the bottom, it's all clear, right? And I thought I got some nicks down here. I was like, what? What the heck is that? I'm not sure. The further the game progresses, like the different sets of things, more and more artwork shows up, and I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, or if it's an inconsistency that it's just not been cut that way. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. What is that? Do you guys know? The school in the distance? I don't know. But you see a little bit more as it progresses, and I guess that's okay. But it's just a little, to me, that's inconsistency. So I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. That's not a huge thing. It's just something I noticed. But I did get marks on some of my other cards, and I will. Let's see. They're the villain cards. So there's some spoilers here for the game because they're in the villain cards. Certain villain cards only come later in the game. So let's see. One in particular, which is a little bit bothersome. I think I can clean it off, but it just shouldn't be there. Here it is. Game 5. My Voldemort card. Check that out. Yeah, he's got his very own dark mark there. I thought it was a printing mistake or something, but it's actually, if I run my fingers across, you can feel it. It's been marked up with something, probably something else when it came off the press. And that's bothersome. I mean, it's otherwise a very well-produced game, bits and all, and the game itself as a game, the rules and things, they're okay, right? But then to have these marks, now I'm glad I opened everything up and inspected everything, because how awful would I have felt if I was saying, oh, this game is so awesome and everything is so great, then to open up the pack and be like, oh, that sucks. But I already know it's there, and I'm over it now. But I just want to let you guys know, people who are thinking about getting this game, I mean, I guess I could ask for a replacement or something, but it's not really that worth it. It's not a collector's set, so good thing. But some people might want to get it just to have it in their collection to show off, right? I'm gonna play it. Things are gonna get marked up and whatnot. I sleeved the more important cards. I think the ones that people will always be handling and shuffling and stuff. And I can get sleeves for these later, but I don't think it'll be absolutely necessary unless I'm playing with somebody who likes to snack and lick their fingers. That will bother me. And there's another card with some marks too, but this is the worst one. Let me see. Yeah, there was another one I saw that had some marks on it, but this one has the more obvious one, and there's a little bit of markings there too. So, just want to let you guys know that this game is not without faults. It's not a, I mean, it's a very well produced game. Maybe I just happen to get some bad luck and get some marked up cards, but just saying that this is something that you might find, and maybe if that's a risk that you'll take, because it retails for, it's kind of a pricey game, I would say, but it's out of all the licensed games that are out there, it's actually really, really nicely made. But like, I compared it to Firefly before, and imagine if you spent all this money on Firefly stuff, and you got those certain marks. The game is otherwise perfectly made. It's not like a super awesome game by itself, but it's themed, and they've put all this high quality stuff in the game, and then you get those certain marks, and just kind of, if it were something else, another game that I was really, really in love with, I would have been so bothered by it. It would have really ruined my day, But I mean, this game, I was watching how to play it videos, and then I got sort of tired watching a certain video, and I just decided I wanted to watch whatever Harry Potter videos I had backed up, and I happened to have the Goblet of Fire, so I was watching that. Yeah, so I mean, it's just I love the movies. I read all the books. I even read I picked up the screenplay, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, right? Cursed Child, and watched Fantastic Beasts and did all that kind of stuff. Didn't like fanboy out or anything, but no, but I consumed all that stuff, and it's great. And now I have a game that is presentable with some unpleasant markings, but other than that, it's still well made. I got the dice now. I figured out what the space was for. It fits the dice, and these are nice. These are I don't know if they're as good as the Star Wars dice, because I can't tell. I have no idea. Those are like they got the stickers on there or the print, and then they put some kind of coating on top of it, so they're like permanent. They look like stickers. These might actually only be screen printed, right? And then there's maybe there's no layer on top to keep this stuff from rubbing off. But yeah, so it's got dice in it. It's got extra tokens that pop out, and I was mistaken. They're not cardboard. They're like foam core tokens. And but yeah, so I mean they're good quality tokens. And again, we have these metal location, like when the villains start controlling the locations, and you get these nice metal tokens. So yeah, some really good stuff, but just a couple things to take note, something to think about. You may not get a perfect game, and that should be okay. But it bothers some people. It bothered me enough to share it with you guys. So take it at that, and play on. I'm so excited to try it out, and I have to put these away somewhere. But other than that, everything else fits in the box nicely, and I'm good with that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.